But how do we rate our hospitals? Do we rate our hospitals based on how many sick people are in there? Or do we rate our hospitals based on the quality of care they give to whoever's in the hospital? That one, right? Probably the second one, I would hope. We don't just rate a hospital as must have a 5-star rating because it's filled to the brim and it's just full of all these sick people. No, we give hospitals, I almost said hotel because it's a 5-star. We give hospitals high ratings because we see what kind of care they give to their patients. And this is where I think sometimes this analogy of churches are like hospitals starts to fail. Because we often will rate our churches simply based on how many sick people are inside. And not based on the quality of care that's being given to those who are inside. Now, what would it be like if I went in the hospital and all those people in the emergency room, and they just gave us things to deal with the pain? Just give them all painkillers, show them cartoons on their televisions, let them use the Wi-Fi, all those things, right? Just give them what makes them happy, and then send them on their way after that, feeling great about themselves. What would be the problem? The source of their suffering is still there, right? My bug bite will still be taking up my entire leg, or if not more by that time. Even though I'm on painkillers, I can't feel it. And that would be my concern for churches today, is that we give people distractions from what the root cause of their sufferings are. That we could easily distract people in churches to just make them feel good about themselves when they walk out. To make them feel uplifted and positive, all those things. Certainly we want that to happen, but we want it to happen in the correct way. Well, remember, what's the one thing that's keeping Job in his salvation? It's his fear of God. Not because he feels good, it's his fear of God. And so what we say from God's Word, what is said from the pulpit, what is said from our churches, is not necessarily going to feel good all the time when the hearer hears it. But it is us dealing with the root of the suffering. That we must be a church that refuses to just give people painkillers. We must be a church that gives people the cure, regardless of how much it hurts. And that's how churches should be rated as well. The health of our church should be rated on the quality of care, regardless if it's 3 people, or 60 people, or hundreds of people. Our church should be rated, whether or not we're healthy or not, by the quality of how we care for those who are here to receive the services of God.